Rob Mathias was a rebel. He roamed through the Shire. And Rob Mathias, the rebel, he resisted the state. He's from Illinois, there's a rebel boy. But he packed his bag and he moved through Stat with the clothes on his back and a bag and the cat, the rebel. The volunteers rebel, Rob Mathias.
The bromance continues.
That was beautiful. That was excellent.
Thank you.
Right there.
So now it's just us, and this is the Rebel Love Show. This is a once-a-week broadcast from Manchester, New Hampshire, and we are back from Porcfest, where we are now new human beings out of this crustacean of a moth or whatever the hell that we are transformed into new human beings. You can find all of our content at youtube.com/rebelloveshow, rebelloveshow.com, iTunes, Stitcher, JRev, Voluntary Virtues. Am I missing anything? That's everything.
That's it.
I'm Rob Mathias.
And I am
with
Moonshine.
that intro.
I mean, Joel Valenzuela. I can't get
with
this open.
Moonshine. You can't open your own Moonshine.
I'll open it later.
And we got a return guest, first return guest that we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
The one and only Shire Dude. You have another show? I don't even know. You create shows, you destroy them with like objectivist hardcore mentality, and then you come back with like something else.
Yeah, man. The Shire Dude, the show, now exists. I'm very happy about that. YouTube.com/DudeShire, because someone already owned Shire Dude and then deleted their account.
You probably should have figured that out before you created it.
Oh, man. I was so bummed about that. You have no idea.
You're Dude Shire to me from now on, boy.
Oh, man. It's all backwards and upside down.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude.
But that kind of feeds into the abstract comedy that I'm going for, so it works.
Well, it is very abstract, but it's not that much because you know what? At Porcfest, it was taken over by Doge. Doge Fest.
Oh, yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. I went on a hunger strike for days because finally I got one vendor to take away Doge, so I actually was able to have a hot dog, so it was great.
Yeah, in case the audience was wondering.
No idea what the fuck we're talking about.
In case the audience is wondering, Dogecoin was really like nowhere in Porcfest.
No, there was two vendors that took Doge.
Two vendors. That's basically nowhere.
And Doge tips.
There's only double as many as took Darkcoin. So let me put it this way.
It
was a joke on
Darkcoin.
Shire Dude's count. And yeah, he pulled it off very well. You got Vermin Supreme to say something. You got Jeffrey Tucker.
Jeffrey Tucker,
Dude,
man.
Jeff Dog. Jeff Dog was all up on that shit.
He's my buddy. He's a good guy.
He's everyone's buddy. That's how he makes money. That's how he scams people out of 80, however many bucks.
Oh,
You're
man.
the one with the Liberty Me.
Liberty Me is a great website. Liberty.me. Just saying. It's a great website if you want to get in contact with the big Liberty names and if you want to get a blog out with really good search engine optimization.
And if you want to get scammed.
Nah, I'm still behind it. I think it's a great idea.
Well, you would. You have to sort of ride it out.
Yeah, you're the only person I know using it.
Nope, Mathias is too.
Oh, that's right. Matthias is using it.
So two.
Hey, we're recording, by the way, people. Pipe it down. Just.
You got to embrace the live studio.
No,
audience.
I love the live studio audience. Even though they're not in the studio, they're chilling with drinks
I'm gonna get
over
them
there.
with the Shire Dude cam right here. Yeah.
See, why are you recording while recording? It's like, yo, dog, I heard you like recording.
Recordception.
Oh, yeah.
So, here we go. Mr. Shire Dude.
Yeah.
Now, this is all three of us. This is our first Porcfest. Mine, Joel's, and yours. Now, we've all new movers who all came here, and we are very interesting that we all came here before Porcfest. We all made the move before Porcfest. We have all this in common. I think it's kind of interesting that all three of us are at this table, already moved to Manchester, and we moved before we knew we wanted to be here before we even experienced Porcfest. All right, so you're the guest. I want your opinion first. How was it for you?
It exceeded every one of my expectations, and I mean that sincerely. Yeah, just there was too much going on in any given day.
Did it exceed your sanitation expectations?
Yeah, I guess they had some problems.
It was the proverbial shitstorm.
The free coasters got shitted out.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what? Because what happens when you live too close to the ocean, then these big billowing shitstorms come down off the coast, come up from Massachusetts off the Cape, right? And then they go hit the coast and you're stuck in a shitstorm. What can I say?
But yeah, one thing that we were doing, especially me, like we walked the beat multiple days. Like I felt like that's what I did for like 5-6 days in a row. Was unless I had like a speaking engagement or friends of mine had speaking engagements or I was on different shows and whatnot. If I wasn't doing one of those things, all I was doing was just walking the beat, where I would just pick a direction and start walking. And there was a moment, it was like Monday or Tuesday, where, because I have so many friends on Facebook and stuff like that, where I met
And ain't bragging.
everyone does, man. This is a fucking liberty movement. Everyone has.
No, Andrew has like 24. How many are you at now?
24 what? What are you
Friends.
talking-
Friends?
Facebook friends.
Friends?
So that means like
No.
2 friends in real life.
I have more
So,
than that.
yeah, like
man.
24 Facebook friends, because you used to have a bunch, but then they all learned you got scammed on liberty.me, and so
Oh my
then,
gosh.
in case you didn't realize, I'm going to be a dick to you about the whole thing forever.
We should have interviewed Jeffrey
We
Tucker.
should have an intervention.
An intervention
Dude, I
with
saw,
Jeffrey Tucker.
I saw you talking to Jeff Dog there, and I was.
Did
I
you
was,
grill him on using Federal Reserve notes at Porcfest?
No.
Because you should have.
But I was about to go grill him be like, yo, why'd you scam my bro Andrew here?
No, man. You see, here's the thing: is you should be spending Federal Reserve notes because that's the incentive structure. They're losing value rapidly. You need to sell them to suckers, right? Bitcoins, that's the stuff you need to hold on to, right? That's the incentive structure.
Yeah, so just like Liberty.me, we're trying to sell it off to suckers, and
yeah.
Oh, man.
How's Liberty.me working out for you?
yeah, no. Now hating aside, joking aside, is it how's it going? Because I'm curious.
It's
Because
cool.
I'm a cheapskate.
It's cool, I mean, honestly, like to be completely blunt, I haven't used it as much as I thought I would. I don't know if I'm going to renew. It depends on how Shire Dude does on Liberty Me. I've already used it to promote Shire Dude, and so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. At any rate, back to my story. Like Monday and Tuesday, I spent like on Agora Valley, and it was nothing but turning around and meeting people that I knew on the internet forever.
Really?
You know,
Because
for the
I didn't
first
turn
time.
around. I just walked
Oh,
forward and ran.
I would
into
walk.
him.
Yeah, no, whatever, man. Well, I would sometimes circle around and whatnot, but like, I kept meeting people. I met like 100-some+ people in an hour in like a 500-foot radius, and it was like hugs and handshakes and all that craziness, and it was
Yeah.
the entire time was just like that. Like you see these people, you start hanging out with them. Like everywhere I went, it's like I can go to almost any tent anywhere in the entire Rogers and hang out with people, and everyone's like-minded, and it was an experience. It was
Except for the Gigi Bowman tent.
yeah.
Did we ever find out what was she spraying? Like,
She was spraying all those
Bullshit.
all those fucking wanted posters everywhere.
Although
That's what she
I
was
loved it
spraying.
because for all his one posters, Silver Dave just took one. He started using it to sell his silver. He puts on, "I'm Chris Cantwell, and I think you should buy Sons of Liberty, man." Yeah, and he was just going around like he was just totally using it. Like he that guy's all right, you know.
he's a funny guy, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
so speaking of funny guys, like you're one of the few people in here who is a professional funny guy or semi-amateur, whatever you want to call it. That's your aim, because I would say Radius is, which is by the way is my new nickname for Garrett Ian because of his 3-foot hair radius.
I don't know if that's gonna fit.
Radius, dude. And so Radius does other things with his life, like he hates on cops and stuff, but like he's funny too. You're not funny too. You're funny first and foremost, and then you're anything else after that.
You're like a reverse Garrett Ian.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Garrett Ian Inside Out, yeah.
Inside Out boy.
Inside Out.
Anyone?
What does that even mean?
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Well, at any rate, I enjoy your Shire Dude. I can't.
He's kind of dressed like Garrett Ian right now. Look at him.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He just doesn't have the hair.
I know. I never will.
Are you going full Garrett right now?
Halfway.
Halfway.
Dude, I'm never. Anyway, Shire Dude. I love Shire Dude. I love the episode you did. But I can't speak for other people. I don't know if everyone will love him because some of that stuff is weird. Like you just like it's a bunch of Ridley in jokes, and then it's like Pirates of the Caribbean music with the flags and shit. I love that. I just love that, but I don't get. And then you just go straight into Dogecoin, and
Yeah.
it's like, it's like bad editing, but it's hilarious because it is bad editing on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like it's not obvious to a normal. It's a very in-jokey kind of thing. I don't know if everyone would like it, even in the community. How's your response rate been on that so far?
It's a lot of in-jokes. I've got a lot of people reposting it and sharing it on Facebook, at least, so...
I have a hope for your last episode that it lands on some sort of Doge Reddit, and there's going to be thousands of people across the world that think Doge had taken over Porcfest.
Yeah.
Especially like big names like Jeffrey Tucker.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Vermin Supreme. And
that was the
whatnot.
premise behind it, to actually be a little serious and see if anyone really thought that this is actually happening. Because
well.
nothing about that video suggests it's a joke,
Yeah.
right?
I loved Vermin's bit.
Yeah.
I just loved it. You saw Vermin's bit, right?
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Yeah, just Vermin's a great guy.
One of the funnest parts was during a group photo where he was the one herding the cats.
Yes.
And he was using all of his campaign rhetoric for it. That was really cool.
He's
to
good at
witness.
propaganda.
Oh yeah.
He's good at making a big angry crowd a big not as angry crowd.
But you know what's weird? He was hitting people up for money, like campaign contributions and things, so he could get matching federal funds, like a serious candidate.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I love you, Vermin. I ain't paying shit for that. Because, like, you're just, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, let's talk about that, because I'm actually helping Vermin collect those funds. Now,
See, dude, first
You're on the Vermin payroll.
I'm not getting paid, but I'm helping him out.
Okay.
Oh.
He's my
you're
buddy.
Okay, Andrew, your Porcfest nickname might have been Planet of the Apes because your grunt stuff, just like Rob's nickname was Stumbling Drunk, but because he was sort of stumbling drunk. But your new nickname is Scam Me Twice.
Whoa.
Because first you got Jeff Dog scamming you, now you got Vermin scamming you. People are scamming you right and left, man.
Are
What's
they
up with that?
scamming me,
Jeff
though?
Dog scammed him.
No, Jeffrey Tucker.
Oh.
Fat Jeff Dog.
Yeah, but you
had
have
too many fucking Jeff Dogs, man. You need to come up with less nicknames or more.
Maybe.
You have to ask yourself, are they scamming me, or am I scamming them into being in my video, right? Because they were both in my video and it's taken off.
Has it?
It's getting there.
Let me put it this way. That's one of the biggest laughs we had. But let me put it this way. Once you've recouped your investment,
Yeah.
how much have you donated to Vermin Supreme?
So far $0, but actually I was planning on doing a matching funds thing where I donate up to the maximum limit, $250.
You should only donate Doge to Vermin.
250 Doge.
I will set up a Doge wallet for him if that's how I need to get the money.
That's the only way you should do it.
How about, can you give him Obama coin?
Yeah, will he take Obama coin?
I'm almost certain he will accept Obama coin.
Let me put it this way. Why don't we create our own cryptocurrency just for him, call it Boot Coin? Like have this match just like this boot.
Just glue quarters to boots. And
But then the Canadians would think we were competing with their Aboot coin, and then who knows where we go from there.
Oh my gosh.
So I think this podcast has kind of gone off the rails a little
It
bit.
started off the
Way
rails.
off the rails.
This is probably our worst podcast.
Isn't this
yet.
isn't this why you guys asked me back? Because it just goes completely off the
It
rails.
goes to shit,
Yeah.
just like Porcfest facilities did.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was.
Okay, let me. On a serious note,
Yeah.
there were some facility issues.
Thank God
which
we were
is-
at a hotel.
Which, let me put it this way, that's why it was in a nice hotel. That's why I don't usually go to festivals, because that amount of humanity in an outdoor setting is just too much for whatever facilities. It was a literal shitstorm. So I didn't mind that. I think Porcfest, all things considered, that it was like an anarchist camping festival.
Yeah.
Was very well organized, very well put off, was a smashing success. And
I think the organizers did a
I'm
great job
upset
at
that
Porcfest.
so many people are bitching about everything. Ooh,
That's-
this one
the only
teenager
thing-
was rude to me, man, and it's the Porcfest
The-
organizers' fault.
I think
know.
Rogers did it a little bit. They could have done a better job cleaning some things like the facilities and stuff like that, and like some of the restrooms being out over way too long. But that had nothing to do with the Porcfest organizers. The organizers of Porcfest did a great job, in my opinion.
And they're my friends.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, I want to give a special shout out while we're in here because Shemdog is in the house.
Yeah, can you like lean your head to where Mathias's head is right now,
Yeah.
just so people can see you? That is
There he is.
Shem,
One of the proprietors of the one and only Satoshi Saloon.
which was the coolest place to hang out in all of Porcfest. I'm calling
Oh
it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was our home base of operations. I very much appreciate it. It was fantastical to go there and hang out.
I would say fantastic.
Fantastic. Is fantastical world? No, I don't
It
know.
is now.
Yeah, Shire Dude just proclaimed it.
You know, in fact, I'm coining the word Shire Dudical.
There is some great footage of us in Satoshi Saloon that you
I-
posted, and I'm glad you posted it because
Dude,
it looks
there's the
That
ballad of Rob-
video, that video with "Shake It Up, Baby" with Lauren Rumpler was.
Twist and
Now, mind
shout.
you, we were both
Twist and
intoxicated during that.
Yeah.
And you could really see. Thankfully, the camera was not me, but you could see it in your eyes. And you're like,
That's when the color started, man. Yeah.
but that was actually like it was pouring down rain, and it seemed very impromptu. Just like, wonderful anarchy. It's just like natural order, just like happened.
In fact, dare I say it was wondrous.
Wondrous.
So let me put it this way: did Porcfest really change anything for you?
Oh, absolutely.
What?
Well, in case you haven't already understood from our kind of like double speak here, I did take some what do you call them?
Intoxicants?
Some special substances, some
There
special
you go.
psychedelic substances.
Let me
And-
put it this way, how best I can. At some point, I had to leave a note on the door
yeah.
with the 4 words: Shire Dude trippin'. Knock.
Yeah.
That's all you need to hear. That says enough.
The
Yeah.
trip back was fun.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, Rob saved me. I don't know if you want to tell.
I had
that
to leave a
story.
radio show to do that. You're welcome, by the way. I was on
Dude,
radio to do that.
I had to leave a young lady's side who really wanted to get it on for you.
Yeah.
So we're a bromance and a half all up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's possibly the best room at Porcfest was our room.
Oh, it was because
Yeah.
like Davi was there at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, man.
Just
Dobby
like
Barker.
chilling, talking about stuff, talking about the days when he used to do all this stuff before he was Muslim. That was a really good one when he was
I
talking.
missed that.
He was because you were stumbling drunk.
I know.
That night,
It's
too.
Porcfest, man. What do you want me to do?
Dude, I ingested more booze than you did by far.
yeah, well, first off,
but I'm
you
a
can-
veteran with my
yeah,
skinny
yeah,
little
you can,
constitution here. And
you can drink anyone under the table. I have
literally
I'm a cheap
drunk
date.
Russians under the table.
Yes.
Plural. So I don't when I want to. But people around here see me a little bit sloshed. Just not like
I don't think I've ever seen you that any like crazy drunk before.
I'm sort of like Riaz. I can be like way too much and just still be keeping that appearance until I hit the point where I'm like about to puke, and then you start to see it a lot.
Have you ever puked?
From drinking,
Yeah.
twice in my life.
Really?
I've never been hungover, which is weird though.
That is weird.
But
See,
it
I
might
can't drink
happen
that
soon.
much. If I had a huge hangover once during Porcfest.
I know.
The other day I didn't.
It was
horrible.
after you doing the stumbling drunk that one night, and
Do you have to keep using the word stumbling drunk?
yes, it's hilarious. And dude, stop fucking filming, dude. We're in
Jesus
the
Christ, they're already on camera. There's cameras everywhere.
What the fuck, man?
It's the Shire Dude.
No, you
Yeah,
can keep
man.
recording. No, don't turn it off because of me. Because I'm the one that always
No,
tells people to
please
keep
turn it
recording.
off because fucking me.
I'm actually keeping it trained on Joel for most of this podcast.
Yeah, because you don't like me. I understand.
But it's aimed right at my nips. I mean, that's kind of weird.
It's mostly his erratic hand motions that attract the camera.
Like this.
Yeah, like what is that? Like that's gonna be a bumper for like
Dude,
half of my shows from now
Last
on.
night, Mark Warden pinched my nipple. Just throwing that out there. I don't know.
Pinched your nipple.
When did what?
I had a. I don't even want to say what the kind of
truth be told.
conversation I had with Mark Warden yesterday at the New Movers Party. It was interesting.
That guy's such a cool guy.
He
man.
is awesome.
Yeah,
I
like
love
that
that
guy.
guy. He is so cool. Like he is the coolest state rep there ever was. Like, until Shem becomes yeah.
Yeah, Emily Sandblade is pretty cool
Not
too.
only, no, she is. Yeah, she goes cop blocking. And
She's legit. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, there's stuff that she's talking to me about that I'm not even bringing up on the show, but she's a funny person.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
So
We
here's
need to get her on at one point.
the thing. Did Rob now? I'm interviewing
Yes.
you. 'cause
Interview me. I like being interviewed. I like people showing attention to me.
Interview me, baby. Interview me, baby. Okay. What did Porcfest change for you?
It energized me, where it gave me hope of the future. Being around so many like-minded people.
you, Shire Dude, with your notepad rustling.
Are you taking notes, man?
No, actually, I
This is
have
copyrighted.
Notes. I have notes of like stuff that I wanted to talk about.
Oh,
on the show.
no shit. No,
Okay,
you're coming
that's
prepared now,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'm not prepared.
Unlike when you weren't prepared for our show
Look,
at
look,
Porcfest, when
this
you
is
were
how I
supposed to be there to
prepare.
record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were late. I'm calling you out on that shit.
Yeah, no, I sleep late, man.
Late? It was at noon.
The crack of noon.
No, 12:30.
Hey, I wake up at the crack of noon sometimes too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, how Porcfest changed me. Like it's I never felt like I was in such a loving place before. It was like the best week of my life.
I think there's a bunch of young ladies you might have insulted by saying that just now.
What being?
You've never been such a loving place before. Like
No, you know what I mean by that. I'm saying being around so many people that think the way I do and want to change the world.
Just a number to you. Yeah, I get it. Well, let me put it this way: Porcfest changed very little for me because I've been in this for so long. But what it did do is it re-energized me.
You listen to this shit that he says. He always has to like one up something, and he always says like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm so fucking hardcore. Nothing ever affects me. Yeah, I'm Joel. I've been in this shit forever."
Yeah, I know. I run this shit. So, yeah, it was. Let me put this. Let me examine it. One thing it changed for me is it changed.
I had fun.
I had a lot of
That's what
fun.
I'm saying. I had fun the whole week.
It changed. What it really changed is
I had great I had so many fantastic conversations with so many people. Like I had emotional connections to like a lot of different people.
Let me put it this way. It changed something that I already sort of knew in theory, which was that we're all human. Because that's the thing about Porcfest. It's a professional event, and there was all these professional people going around, and it's like,
But they go into the campground. They're just normal human beings.
yeah, like the big gay dance party was the life changer. All right, I'll be honest, because it was it was fun and it was gay, but it was also so many uninhibited straight people. There was like so many people that were so like respected in the community, etc. Is he filming again?
Yeah,
What the fuck, man? Anyway, I'm trying to talk here. I'm trying to open up.
Are you uncomfortable on camera?
I guess not.
What
When my
You can't be
headlights are
doing-
blaring
you can't
right
be
here.
doing what we do if you're uncomfortable
Anyway,
on camera. You
so-
gotta roll with the punches, man.
So here's the thing. It was like one of the most like let loose kind of moments there was, and there was all these respected, professional, great people there who were just, you saw them in a different light completely, and that was crazy. Like, you know, Mark Warden with like pink, weird like mask on and like feathers all over, and he's such like a respectable state rep. And then Emily Sandblade popped in there for a while. It was kind of crazy, and then like a few. Okay, so like, it's one of those places where you can be partying with some girl who's practically in her underwear, and then it's like, yeah, they're having fun, and her parents are right there with her, all like, yeah, woo, and like the dad has lipstick on and everything, and they're just like, it's the weirdest shit in the world, but it's like so humanizing. It's like now you don't see any, it knocks down the barriers between you. It's just like, we're all people, where none of us are above looking a little bit silly or having a good time. And it's just a beautiful thing because, and I'll be honest, I think it would be really awkward with my parents for a long time if ever they saw like video or footage or anything of me there. They would never set foot in the place, and they'd never be just like shaking it with me. Mm-hmm. Like, that to me is a beautiful thing where it's just pure non-judgmental fun. And that's the beauty of Porcfest. Is it's fucking insane. Any weirdness, that's what Liberty is all about. It's weird, it's insane, it's crazy, and everyone's different. Some people are different in ways that sometimes might not necessarily be a good thing. But guess what? We don't care because we all know we're a little bit weird in our own way, and we're all here together in the same part. It's like a beautiful community of full-on difference. And it's just great. I love it. That's what changed my life right there.
There's one thing, like, just walking around Porcfest in general, talking to so many people that, like, you know, celebritarians or whatever you want to call them or whatnot. Like, being in this community, everyone is, like, especially living here, you get this whole sense like everyone is just a human being. Doesn't matter if they're like a millionaire or whatnot. Like, I was sitting, there was this thing, it's this Satoshi Saloon where I'm sitting across from Jeff Berwick, who I'm not a fan of. But
you don't have to say that on camera.
Yeah, I can already did.
I don't say don't. I say you don't have to.
Well, I'm not. I don't know. He rubbed me the wrong way. But at any rate,
I didn't know he rubbed you at all.
No, he didn't. That's why he rubbed me the wrong way. I want him to rub me a little. Spend some of those millions of dollars around.
If you'd been so desperate, if you had been so desperate for a handy, I could have helped you out. I could have like had Andrew like help you out because clearly he's totally down with the whole. You know,
I only accept Dogecoins for that service, by the way.
Yeah, dude, you forgot to bring your shower dick, yo. That was a big faux pas right there.
But yeah, the Satoshi Saloon was where you got to just hang out with whoever.
Oh yeah, there were so many people in there that like the who's who would always come in, but it was always just comfortable.
Were
just
you
had
there when
chit-chats.
Vermin Supreme was in there?
Yes, I had a conversation with him.
And he
in there.
told his story about when he was on what show was it? It was some daytime TV thing. Oh man.
Man.
He told this story about like Operation. It was called Operation Media Fuck, and how
Okay.
he went on with this big group of people who were like, they were like some like cannibal group. Oh, you got to ask him about it if you ever hanging out with Vermin Supreme. I mean, I wish someone got the story on film because it was, and Carla was there for it too. Carla heard.
Okay.
Which Carla, G or M?
M.
The cool Carla.
Yeah.
The Carla.
Shem's Carla. The
Yeah.
cool one.
The Carla that's going to change the world, or who already has. What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
definitely.
by the way, I didn't get to try your food
I
at
did.
all.
That's because you're a loser.
Not once. I felt a little put off. I don't know. I
you
wanted
know
to
what?
try
It was good. If you go to, you get to have bacon pancakes.
Man, those bacon pancakes were fantastic.
Dude, one of these days, I'm just gonna make some here, and you're just gonna be
No.
like,
I'm going Atkins payday. I can't have pancakes.
yeah. You know what?
I gotta get in shape, especially after
You're going
Porcfest.
to Atkins, really?
Yeah, no, really. I want to go back to Atkins for 1 month.
When is this? Because I'm gonna go full Soylent. So
Well, we gotta do it at the same time and see
Yeah.
who does better.
yeah, totally
Yeah.
down for that.
Yeah, we'll judge which is better, no carbs or like weird genetically enhanced like goo.
Magic
So
science.
yeah,
food,
we'll see which one works better.
Well, guess what? I'm going full pancake.
You're gonna go.
Woo! I'll race you to the finish. I bet you I'll beat you.
What do you even have to lose?
This much.
I
You
got
know,
a little bit.
Because you know what? I want to be able to. Here's the thing. I was talking to Silver Dave, who runs this.
Does he like to be called Silver Dave?
Yes, that's what he goes by. He's Dave someone or other.
Do you like to be called Shire Dude? Do you want people to consider you? Can I just call you Dude, or do you prefer Shire Dude or
Shire
his
Dude,
Duderino? You know,
or
if you will,
Shire D for short.
Shire D.
Yeah.
The creamy Shire D. Speaking of which, Michael
Creamy D was there.
Michael
yeah.
W. Dean, he
Yeah.
already knows this, but I'm going to go even more
Creamy
public
D.
with it. He's the creamy D from now on.
Oh yeah, we have to
And
refer
so,
to him as Creamy D.
if because he helps,
he put the Creamy D in us, and we gotta inject the Creamy D into other people. I had multiple conversations with other podcasters where I felt like I was injecting them with the Creamy D.
Hey.
I'm not I'm not joking.
hey, you know what? Like you've seen those you've seen those ads.
Wait, sorry. Do you want some Creamy D? I can spread it to you too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it spreads on thick.
Is
you know?
Thunder Dave Thunder D now? Is that?
No.
It's gonna be a thing.
No.
He changed his nickname. He's been there longer than you have.
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing.
I don't care.
Here's the thing. So, Creamy Radio Audio by Michael W. Dean. He's
Great
really he's helped us a lot with the audio here on the Rebel Love Show. So the Creamy D is definitely in us. He imparted a lot of cream, and so we're definitely trying to spread the cream around as much as we can. Hopefully, directly, orally.
Orally.
Yeah, because it's all. This is we're doing like we're spraying the creaminess orally right now. You know what I'm saying? We're not like. We're not like farting to the microphone. This is all like oral right now.
CreamyRadioAudio.com. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
love these like crazy jokes to come up with and nicknames. But so he's the Creamy D from now
Well, he
on.
has nicknames for people too on his show.
Dude, who else has like?
What was Ian's nickname? That was a really good one. So, something ferret.
Oh, I forget. I wonder if this will get picked up and people will go on his show and start calling him Creamy D.
The Creamy
I
D.
hope
hope
that
so.
happens.
Well, I already got Derek J to call him the Creamy D, so that's good.
Good.
Now, so Ian
He's probably listening to this and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Ian Freeman is obviously the prophet, peace be upon him.
Yes.
But he's the prophet. What's his name? Garrett is Radius because of his 3-foot radius. This guy over here is Planet of the Apes because
I don't
he's-
get that.
Because here's the thing, the Saturday.
I like your interpretation. He's just me, just like shrunken down a little. Just
Yeah, because you know
squished.
they look sort of the same glasses, same hair color, but like he's like.
All right, this is a podcast. They're not going to know what we're doing.
Okay, so anyway, Saturday night, the Saturday before Porcfest, this guy did an all-nighter party because what the fuck? Apparently he didn't know what was going to happen at Porcfest. So He's all like strung out.
Okay, no. We were supposed to leave at when in the morning?
I don't know.
5?
He wanted. I have no idea. I regret leaving that early. We
Yeah,
should have left
I
at
loved
like
it.
1.
Yeah.
Or like 1 p.m. or noon or something like that.
We get to Porcfest at like 8 a.m. on the day that everyone's setting up, so there's like no food available.
It was awesome. We got to like get the lay of the land before it got all busy.
I do like that we were there early, though,
Yes.
to be honest.
Despite your bitching.
Just
So-
a little too early.
I
No.
just pulled an all-nighter, and I was like an ape. I was just kind of like stumbling around. Like,
Well, look at this guy for a second. So he's got like a full beard and hair. It's like a one helmet kind of thing, right? And it's sort of like it's growing in a little bit. It's not just like a nice little mustache and then a beard. It's like a whole, like apes have like fur around their face and they have that little cute little face in the center, the fleshy face. So he sort of looked like that, and then he was just strung out as hell. And so we stopped for a second. We're walking on some trail. He's just going around like just sort of like walking like that. And I'm like, so Andrew, and he goes, I mean, like that. Like he,
exactly
and so
how
he's
he did
playing
it.
to the apes from now on. Just like this guy's stumbling drunk because he was stumbling drunk.
Yeah, that's why I don't normally drink.
No, but you're funny
Special
when you drink.
occasions. I know I'm hilarious when I'm drinking.
Yeah,
It's just
mean,
that
you're complete-
I
you're
also
complete.
stumble. No, I'm complete when I smoke.
Yeah, I know. We make this joke because he doesn't have a sense of humor, but when he's like high or drunk, he has a great sense of humor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. I like to try to keep it a little bit more professional than other people.
I'm
I'm not a wake and bake
Dude.
person.
I've been like professional for 12 years, brah. I'm like,
Is
I'm
it?
done.
Is this your Carla?
no, I can do a better Carla than that. Either Carla.
Okay.
Both
Anywho.
at the same time.
Oh. Okay.
Anywho,
Are you drinking moonshine with coffee?
no, this is wine. It's what is it? Carlo
Oh,
Rossi?
that's the wine.
Carlo
yeah.
Rossi.
That's what I
The
got.
cheap-
That's what I got stumbling drunk on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like all over the Satoshi Saloon all the time. Thanks, Shem. And so he just passed on the savings. So he jumped his car on the last day. He's like, dude, you can just like have the rest of the booze, I guess. So I just sort of collected it all. And Shire Dude's filming him again because I don't know what the fuck. Man.
I'll deal with it. He's
So-
he's the Garrett Ian of Manchester. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, man.
Just
We can't stop him.
Just don't develop a radius. That's all I ask.
No, I think he needs a look. I don't like his look. Can we talk about this? Can we
But
talk
what-
about your
Man,
style, your look?
Yeah,
Here's
Rob
the
was
thing,
like
though.
ragging on me.
I wasn't ragging on you. I'm just saying, like, look, everyone has like a look, all right? Like everyone in the Liberty community, like everyone has like this weird, odd, this look of theirs. I'm trying to narrow mine down. Mine's evolving. I won't lie. Mine can't
Pirates of
completely
Cop
change.
Block. That's a good look.
It was
With your holster.
yeah. Hey, it's Porcfest, man. Come on. I was having fun. It was Porcfest.
Dude, I was open carrying this baby right here, right, with with a instrument on my back, and
yeah, that's your look.
and like a bottle of moonshine right there, and I was just like going around Porcfest like that. Like again,
Respect for not pointing it at people while showing it off.
again. Hey, I know what I'm doing. Professional. So again, the whole I don't know, for the viewers at home who noticed at the beginning of the show we looked all weird, especially I did with all my getup. Is the whole never go full Porcfest thing. Porcfest is the one place.
I'm wearing this because Drew Phillips gave it to me, and he said you can have it only if you have the balls to wear it. So that's
And
why
he's
I'm wearing it. Yeah.
Inside. So edgy.
It's on the. I'm spreading my consciousness around the world via cameras. All
Yeah,
like
'cause,
100
like
viewers.
the cops down in the street can totally like sense the shirt's presence and precedent. And anyway, so
Shire Dudes, look,
this
that's what
is-
we were talking about.
this
but
is
if you
no.
don't want to talk about.
we're
we can
talking
talk
about going
something
full
else.
Porcfest.
Full Porcfest.
The thing is, people all like to open carry. They like to wear shiny
Pedro
badges.
was open carrying,
They
my
like to
God.
wear shiny badges. They like to wear things like that. And when they go to Porcfest, that's when they just go all out.
Yeah,
like they don't have
yeah.
one badge. Like 12 buttons all over the place. They have their sidearm, their bayonet, and their AR on their back, and they're just running around happy as a clam. They're running around in kilt and a broadsword. They're running around with just nothing but a pit bull and a loincloth on. They're just
Wasn't Mark Edge walking around with a
Kilt and a
sword
broadsword.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
a
That was
reference
Mark-
right
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so then there's like Shire Dude wearing his normal shit, which is kind of disappointing, but hey.
Yeah.
And
You
this
need-
guy
you
was
need to
being
step it up.
Pirates of Cop Block with his like shirt all open and this like bandana on.
Going around videotaping people to take their clothes off, to show what tattoos.
Dude, but you didn't go to the dance party, so you didn't have like the full effect.
I guess.
Next year, you won't ditch out on any of the parties. We're going to be at all of them. We're going to rock all of them.
We're gonna run it. We're gonna run that shit.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna run the Tinder panel.
I heard that Shade Stroke, the band. Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them.
They were
They're
gonna be on
this up and
stage
coming band
next
where,
year.
You know, they've already got this huge fan following, and they haven't released a goddamn song yet.
Right, that's insane.
know.
Like, they're super underground. Like I haven't even heard one song from them.
That's the thing. It's like so underground that you'll meet the guy who knows one of their songs. Who's like, oh, dude, I heard Whiskey Dictator, man. It was awesome. And then that guy's gonna be the coolest dude at the party.
Right.
And it's like, go share the song. He's like, nah, man, I can't find it anywhere. I just heard it once. It's
Right.
nowhere. It's so exclusive. It's so underground.
It's like I heard a bum in an alley whistling it a little bit, and
What?
he just becomes the coolest guy at the party all of a sudden.
Yeah, even though, but things they don't recognize it, so he has to tell them. Yeah.
But no, you guys like ragging on my clothes and my,
No,
like,
I wasn't
appearance and
ragging
stuff.
on
You
them.
guys,
No.
don't lump me into this shit. I'm not just judgmental.
I
Fuck
said it
this guy
one
is.
time.
You
there.
people.
I said it
Yeah.
one time. So you got.
All right. And I came
I've improved my
back
look.
with a retort, which I think is okay. Like, as if I have money for clothes, like I'll buy
Well,
clothes.
if you had, what would you buy? What would you look? What would you look like?
I don't know, man. Like I might do like button-up shirts or like.
Okay, let me put it this way. Full disclosure.
This is probably the first time someone's seen me in a T-shirt. Very long time.
You know why? Full disclosure. I have been the fashion coach to no less than 3 Free State men. The last of which being this guy. So if this guy has a look, it's because I formed this look.
Wow.
So one of these dudes. I mean, again, no homo. But if you want to go to the mall and get some clothes shopping,
He likes shopping. He likes clothes shopping.
yeah, you know why? Because as an artist.
You're
you're
an artiste.
As an artiste, I enjoy bringing out the best and most beautiful in people.
I'm just gonna say right now to any of your viewers who want to help me with my clothing, you can go right here, donate to this Bitcoin address, and oh, you got it. There we go. Yeah, donate right there, and I'll go buy as many clothing articles as possible. Oh man.
Oh, no one will even get that reference.
Yeah, I know, but it's hey, you got to get on the Snapchat. Snapchat me. My handle is Desert Links, and you'll get that.
Oh yeah, Snapchat me. My handle's Andrew Meatloaf.
The Rebel.
Yeah. There you go. We're gonna get a million like crazy snaps after this. Yeah.
No, you won't. What the fuck? No one young enough to use Snapchat
It's
uses
listening to
this.
this show. You talk to people, some people in the community that are slightly older, like, what's Tinder? What's Snapchat?
Oh no,
What is
Tinder's a
this?
shit. Next year we're gonna have a Tinder panel. It's
I
gonna be
know.
balls deep.
Definitely. I'll be
Yeah.
on that panel.
I'm gonna be balls
Have
deep.
you been using Tinder?
a little bit, man. Like you know.
Nah, you got to get on that shit, man. I'm having.
You know what you should use as your profile picture on Tinder? The one where you're on Peace News Now, and it's a black and white photo I
Oh,
took
I'm
of
like-
you, and you're like,
Yeah, because you look cool
Yeah.
as fuck.
do that, use that, man.
That was a silly one.
No, but seriously, I'm matched with this girl on Tinder, and I've been talking to her. She likes Free Keen and Gary Johnson. And I was talking to her, dude, I blogged for Free. Oh my gosh! And then it's like, I have this like date set up for Sunday where I'm like, I'm gonna buy you a beer with Bitcoin. She's like, what? And it's like, I actually found someone on Tinder who thinks that shit's cool. So
Wow.
like,
What's the odds of that?
you know what I'm saying? You just gotta throw yourself out there and go for
Is
it.
she a local or a free stater?
She's a local.
No shit.
That's back when I did Liberty on the Rocks in Orange County, California.
Shout out to your buddy Rob.
Yeah, Rob Freebeard.
Yeah,
man.
I
Dude,
didn't know you
no.
knew him, man.
Listen,
Yeah.
he's the one that he's the guy behind Agora Geek. He designed the Valenzuela Rebel logo for my
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Like
No,
I
but
paid him
hey.
in Bitcoin, and I didn't know that you two actually knew each other.
Hey, I'm calling him out. He's a fraud. He is not a freebie. His
not a
beard
freebird?
was clearly braided. It was enslaved. His beard was not
Oh,
free. So I'm
man.
calling him out.
Whoa.
Enslaved
Actually,
beard.
I want to start a Facebook
Enslaved
page for that
beard,
yeah.
right there. I'm calling you out, buddy.
Call it enslaved beard.
Slave beard.
But yeah, man, it was actually his idea to market Liberty on the Rocks to women over OkCupid, the
Whoa.
dating website, and
Did it work?
works.
Really?
We actually got, I think, at least one person.
Wow, one.
That's a success in my book, man.
Oh yeah, in the Liberty movement, that's
Yeah.
kind of not too bad.
Yeah, she was like this cool stoner chick, and she just started hanging out with us from the OkCupid. People just putting up their profiles and saying, "Hey, I go to this meetup every week. Come hang out with me."
There you go.
Right, and it's
Well, when are you going to start Liberty Rocks in Manchester?
I'm tempted.
Get the locals involved more.
It'll be like a Liberty on the Rocks, the Shire, or at least a Liberty on the Rocks Match Vegas. I haven't decided.
And it's going to have to be somewhere cool in the coast.
Oh, I don't know about the coast, man. That's a little far from me.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been all goofy for a long time.
Yeah.
A little bit of a serious thing going on. This week
New
is
Hampshire Independence.
Independence Day week, and we are going to do a statewide project, 5 locations.
Though we got
We'll figure out the weather
the
thing.
weather issues might
schedule.
be affecting some of those.
We'll still make it. So we're going to put everyone on notice that the federal government does not represent the best wishes of the people of New Hampshire, and that we are remembering that this Independence Day, because we declared independence here in New
What
Hampshire 6 months before any other colony, all right? And so we're still free-spirited. We're still not red or blue. You don't buy into that bullshit. We're here to be free, and they're messing with our vibe, so we're just going to kind of put them on notice all around the state. Very civil, very non-confrontational. All we're just saying is, hey, look, we're a free and independent people and state.
For all the lovers of liberty out there, what better way to celebrate Independence Day than to go out to people at 4th of July parades and festivals and fireworks shows and talk about independence? Whether it's we're going to do New Hampshire independence, but if you're living in a different state, like imagine going and talking about actual independence on an Independence Day. Like there's people in a far off land known as Washington D.C. that are doing tyranny on us that is 100-fold worse than the colonists faced.
And there's Garrett Ian Jr. They're just like, when we're trying to have a serious moment here, he's just like filming everything off camera, and I'm gonna punch this guy.
But it's gonna be huge. We're gonna get a lot. Hopefully, we get a lot of participants with that. We got a bunch of literature to hand out, which is really professional quality Foundation for New Hampshire Independence. It's going to. I don't know if it's ever been done in New Hampshire. Honestly, I have no idea if something like this has been done on a scale that we're trying to do.
I'm sure someone in the YouTube comments will be more than happy enough to put it in.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. We're trying to accomplish great things around the state. We like to have a good time. We like to...
If you're not having fun doing it, why are you doing it?
Exactly. So we have a blast.
I'm having a blast doing it.
But here's the thing. We at the Rebel Love Show, we like to have a good time. We like to show what life's like here. But guess what? When we talk about showing the love of a liberated world, it isn't just talking about it here. It's going out and doing it and then coming back and talk about it. So we're going to go out and do something really cool this week.
Yeah, and what I want to see is a good showing in Nashua and Portsmouth and Keene. And then
Keeniacs, you better get the... Hopefully they deliver.
They'll do some
deliver.
good
I
stuff.
have true. Now, Lakes Region Porks.
Well, let me put it this way.
Let
me put it this way. The Keeniacs will deliver something.
Yeah.
What they deliver is
they'll
up
deliver
for grabs.
good.
But they'll deliver something, whether it be chalking or
Did
filming.
you see James got arrested today?
I saw.
Man, that sucks, man. I had like
He's
a
out.
Oh, he's out already?
Yeah, he's talking.
Congratulations, you're free. I don't know.
Okay, so
I saw he got arrested. That's all I saw. That was like this morning.
things happen. You know what I'm saying?
Happens fast.
It is what it
apparently.
is. And that's the thing is, well, we got to do. That's the weird thing about this whole movement is, especially here, people don't tend. Even the most professional people tend to know how to have a good time because they're not quite as uptight about things as other people. But as much as we like to have a good time and show the fun and the awesomeness that is here, I was already having a good time wherever I was before. I didn't come here to have a good time. I came here to work. And my life work is freeing the state, right? And I'll have fun in between just so I don't go completely insane. But I'm here to work. I'm here because back in 2008, as I keep on telling every time, and he rolls his eyes every time, I made a promise that wherever the front lines of liberty were, that's where I'd be.
God, you love repeating yourself, and I do the same thing, too.
Well, you know why? Because
I do it, too.
Because people have to hear it like 7 times before they remember.
No.
I'm on like,
I have the same
3 or
line,
4?
Man. I have the same line. Like, I go where I didn't come here to hide. I came here to do something. You know, I don't care. They can come get me. Like, you know, I did a whole talk on, like, you know, telling your story and all that jazz. Yeah. And someone asked, like, aren't you afraid of the feds coming at you because you're being so public? I'm like, no.
I have a line like that, actually. I always say, out of all my friends, you're definitely one of them.
I thought you were going somewhere with that.
This is why this guy's the comedian right here. But yeah, that's the thing is, unfortunately, and we had a couple of guests from Russia. One of them being Yuri, who's kind of a local now, but he is a refugee from Russia for political reasons, and Vera Kichinova, who is a big-time activist.
She's awesome.
And here's the thing, and one thing I like, because I'm internationally traveled, I've been to places that aren't free, and when we say America isn't free, compared to some things it sort of is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is here, it's like, man, I'm sitting on a cop car, man, not letting me go anywhere, man, arrest me, man, and send me to this Keene Spiritual Retreat Center, man. That's like one thing. Again, not to disparage the prophet, peace be upon him. But we got that on camera too. So not to disparage that, but there's people in other countries who, if you do something like that, you can disappear. Like you just don't. It's not just that they find you, they imprison you, they put you away for wherever, or even execute you. They don't even tell you. They don't even tell your family that you're gone. You just disappear, and then you're never heard from again. And everyone kind of knows that you ran afoul of the authorities, and you are dead, and no one knows where your body is. And I know there's one fellow, who will remain nameless at the moment, who has been planning, who came to Porcfest, had his mind blown, and wants to go back to his native Latin American country and do some cop blocking activities. And I'm like, dude, you gotta be careful.
Can't
and
do it by yourself.
You gotta have a crew with you, because
even here you shouldn't be doing cop blocking by yourself. You should never do any kind of cop block by yourself.
And that's not even just cop blocking, but just filming some cops. Not even saying you can't do that. Not even any of that stuff. Just filming them, and it's a serious risk. Like, it's a risk of, this is your only time you ever do this, and that's it. Your last time.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing I remember when we were fighting for liberty here in the United States of America, is how good we have it, how easy our fight is. And it's not easy. I mean, we got a long uphill battle ahead of us, but some people, it just, instead of, whoa, I don't know, man, Facebook posts, you're a little bit too public, you could have some issues. No, if your Facebook post could land you dead. And I know
they can come get me.
When you filmed Miss Kishinova,
I know.
that was there's a reason she reacted differently, because she has a different reality than we do.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
Exactly.
Yeah, but anywho, Porcfest, man.
Yeah, Porcfest, man.
I love Porcfest.
We're gonna have to have like a round 2.
You know what is crazy? Like, also, like, people don't. I spent so much time talking to people that whenever I go anywhere, especially like the vendors, I always turn around, and if there's someone in line, I'd introduce myself and say, and I would ask, hey, have you ever seen a Bitcoin transaction in person? And I would show them my wallet, and I would do it. But I would always tell them, like, this is what life is like here, you know. And it's literally like coming. You know, we had the new movers party on Tuesday. Okay, and it was literally like coming home from Porcfest to Porcfest. You know,
yeah,
like there's like 50, 60 people there or whatnot. And it was literally like, I literally felt like I left Porcfest and I came home to Porcfest.
Yeah, you know what was awesome? Just how many people came with us. I'm like, oh, hey, I didn't see you since Porcfest, but now you're all here. And it's like, that's never happened. I've never been to a conference in D.C. and then, like, when I used to work there, right, in the political machine there, and then the next week, a bunch of these conference goers from out of state just live here now. That's never happened. That's only here. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely amazing. Like, I've only been here since January, and I've witnessed, I don't know, I've met so many people that have already moved. Like, it seems like a couple dozen every month, you know? And it's just, I can't imagine what it's going to be like in a couple of years where thousands and thousands more people still move on top of that.
Exactly. Well, we have our work cut out for us, and it's, I mean, movers and shakers in the movement, we bear most of the brunt, but really everyone has to do something, because this
you know, not everyone has to do what we do. Like, if you're coming here, I just, my little pet peeve is I always ask, I don't always ask, but I kind of look at people like, what do you do for the community? It doesn't have to be like what we do. It can be, if you're adding something to it, or you're taking care of you're doing a business that helps other free staters, or you're helping them get jobs, or, you know, you're whatever it might be, something. You know, you came here to do something. What are you doing?
Although we deserve a big self 5 because of that message that Ian sent us earlier today on Facebook.
About Manchraw.
Dude, Free Manchester Raw is now a feature on freekeen.com.
Yeah, and I started that.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy.
I want to build Mantra up to where it's the same thing as what's their Freeman Raw. I want it to be the same as that channel, and I want continual content.
We're going to eclipse them
and have multiple activists uploading raw footage.
I've been posting all over Facebook that we have over 150 Porcfest videos already on youtube.com/Mantra.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is huge.
There's some great content, and then there's some like random stuff that has no relevance.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even stock footage
Yeah.
for like a documentary. It's just like pretty much nothing at all.
I'll use it
hey,
somehow.
it's
Well,
all
I
fun.
hope both Bo Davis and then J Rev crew uses some of that content.
And the Shire Dude, yeah.
Well, and Well, you're making a documentary now?
Well, I put all sorts of stuff, like it's
Well,
really
anyone
good.
can use that content.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to
You know.
have some recognition that you use my video that I filmed. But other than that, like, go to town and like make video content.
Well, this is my last. We'll give our last thoughts, right? I'll go first because we're getting close to
yeah,
time.
it's 10 minutes and we don't have air in here, and it feels like
I'm
100
gonna-
degrees.
That's
and
why I'm
I'm
wearing
sweating
less.
balls.
That's why I'm wearing less than usual, is because it's kind of hot in here, and I'm not helping. Anyway, so
And
I was-
yet you're wearing a hoodie. What is wrong with you?
It's the style, man.
It's
I
the
know
style,
you
it's
need
your
to change
style.
your style. But
That's
anyway,
what I'm saying.
It's actually not just a hoodie. It's
Rogers
a Lancaster,
Campground.
New
Oh,
Hampshire.
whoa, okay, never mind. That's okay.
Rogers Campground hoodie. So
Your sins are absolved, my
I've gone
child.
full Porcfest.
Hey,
That's
we
not
started
full
that out.
Porcfest.
Anyway, was talking to some local who grew up in New Hampshire a lot, and just we're just having a lot of conversations over the last couple weeks, and she's all. I tell her about candidly about what I'm doing around here, and she keeps on saying, "Wow, you're intense, you're hardcore, you're crazy, you're like all this kind of stuff, but you're doing so much, and I'm like, you know what, you're right, because on a personal level. On a personal level, I've been to hell and back again, and this is my life choice right here. My life. It's not like
It's
I'm
a
gonna.
lifestyle choice.
It's not. I'm gonna dabble in liberty activism. This is my dying wish. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life right here. I'm all in. This is just
Yeah.
what I am. I'm going until I can't go anymore. And of course I'm hardcore, and some people just don't get it. It's like, well, I know you like that, but don't you have a life? I'm like, I do too, but I'm always working too. Like, I'm always on this because this is what I care most about on planet Earth. This is my life goal. I have one shot at life. I better take it, and I better make the best out of it.
No, I completely agree. Like, for me, like, I think anyone that comes here to please do something, but you do have to have a balance. Like, I learned quite quickly that I don't want to burn myself out. I've seen other people, previous movers, do a bunch of stuff, and then they end up getting burnt out where they don't do anything.
And I'd like to interject that it's not so much the whole burnout thing it doesn't have so much to do with going too strong. It has more to do with not being in the right frame of mind before you go there, not
Yeah.
knowing what you're getting into. I know what I'm getting into here. I know
Well,
it's going to be
You still have
hard.
to have something to live for, man.
This,
Like,
yes.
you can't, like, for me, like, I've been trying to
Hey,
have,
you know what
I
I
have
have-
my own side life with this as well,
Do you know what I live for? This right here. It's my girl.
That's your girl?
That was just for you, Andrew.
Oh man, that's
What
gonna be a
about-
great edit on the Shire Dude, the next episode that I do.
What about you? What's your closing thoughts on being here?
Closing thoughts, man.
Yeah, you're closing out the show, man. The floor is yours.
Dude, this is just the beginning, right?
Is it?
Like this Porcfest, all it's taught me
All
is
this is
like,
just gonna end tomorrow, man. We're all just gonna go back to where we came from and go watch TV.
dude. As soon as I got home from Porcfest, you know what I saw? Everyone's making plans for next Porcfest.
That is amazing. That's
Right?
special.
So obviously, this is where it's happening. If you're not here yet, what the hell, man? Like, get here. Can I actually read a little bit, like closing statement
From the Gospel of Shire
You
Dude.
have
from my
notes?
trip? Like,
From the Gospel of Dude.
Is this during the intoxicants?
this
'Cause
is
I would like
this
to
is
read
during
those.
my psychedelics, and
Okay.
I read this to you guys earlier, but I think the audience will really
Let
appreciate
me put
it.
it this way. I have one condition.
Yeah.
Because I have camera control / I aim.
Yeah.
If you whatever you read, you must conclude with the part about Ian Freeman. Will you do that for me?
That's the Ian Freeman one that I wanted
Okay,
to read.
okay, there we go. That's all I
Okay.
need to know. Okay, all cameras on you, boy.
The third episode of Shire Dude is the same as the fourth, fifth, whatever. Get here. Porcfest. The media room at Porcfest. The roof of the mouth of Ian Freeman at the media room at Porcfest. And that's what I wrote down, when I was tripping. So obviously that tells you something.
All right, you can.
Tells me something, that's for sure.
All right, so we're broke activists. Donate. All right.
Bitcoin, not Doge, please.
Well, whatever.
I'll take either.
I'll take whatever. I'll take fucking copper.
No,
rounds.
I will not take Doge.
I'll
I
take-
refuse.
Okay, donate. We're on. What? We already told what we were on.
Well, I'm gonna redo it.
Oh,
Anyways,
I want to give a big shout out to the J-Rev folks for having us on and stuff. I have one of you guys' shirts I was gonna wear on the show, but I spilled coffee on it. I didn't wash it, so here we go.
Just splicing
I
some
did a
footage from
confessional
Porcfest.
for their documentary. I ended it. I had a great line, so I'm going to end the show with this.
Go for it.
Porcfest is like the family reunion where you meet everyone for the first time. That's how I ended my confessional.
That's good,
That's
man.
lame.
No, I thought it was good. It's fuck you.
All right.
Anyways, you can find all of our content at rebelloveshow.com. We're on JREV. We're on Voluntary Virtues. You're on iTunes, Stitcher. Go check out the Mantraw, youtube.com/Mantraw. Me, Andrew, Joel, and a couple other people. We throw up content whenever we're doing something. And I'd like to get more content of like what life is like, not just like, activism, but like, just, I don't know, just what
That's
we do.
what the Desert
like
Links
all
is
that.
all about.
Yeah, and you can always find all of Desert Link's stuff over here, Volunteer Rebel here, Shire Dude over there. Everyone has a handle in these parts nowadays. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and look for our content on New Hampshire Independence coming out soon.
It's going
Once
to
we
be
do it,
epic.
we're going to have some video, blogging, some photos. Hopefully we make a splash with some of that.
All right. Anyway, we're out. Love, moonshine, and peace.
Peace.
Peace.